I'm Dana Gould, today here with Media Center Specialist Ms. Hanie, talking about one of our new book club books, Bible Mechanics. So, it's about a pretty much alternative history. If the American Revolution, we hadn't won and the British were still in control. What did you think about this book as a whole?
I think it's her first book.
I think so, yes.
And so it wasn't perfect, but it was very, I thought, imaginative, and that's kind of what drew me to the book. And I'm looking forward to reading the next one, because I think the next one will be even stronger writing as she polishes it a little bit. But I like what she did with it, and she started building some, some good characters and such. So I think the second book will be even better.
Are there certain aspects that you really did or didn't like that you'd rather her change, or that you definitely want to see in the second book?
Well, it has magic in it, which I always like that. So a little something different. I love the alternate history kind of thing with the whole British, still being in power and that kind of that I've read several things like that. So I thought she did a relatively good job of building that. I would like to see her be a little more, not creative, but a little more proactive in what she does. She is very, much independent and that kind of thing. But I like for her to continue to grow and be a force to be reckoned with, I guess, is what I mean.
Yeah. Yes. So. It was definitely a little bit more that would add stuff.
And it has a little love triangle thing in it. I'll wait to see how that's resolved. I have my own ship. I don't know what everybody else does, but so.
Yes. How did you feel about the world in general? Like, just how it was, since it was based on this other history and the alternative of it, how it functioned and.
Okay. Well, there are a lot of authors out there that do the alternate history kind of thing. Philip K. Dick, the Man in the High Castle and all that. I mean, he's kind of one of the masters of it. So it's not anything new. But again, I thought hers was well done for a beginning writer, and I think she'll get better. It'd be interesting to see if she takes it outside the United Kingdom, if they go to the United States and do anything with it, or what. But there's always a few things in there you're kind of like, well, why'd they put that in there for? And so that might be explained in the next book or whatever. But she did a good job. But like I said, people like Philip K. Dick and Harry Turtle, they're the masters of it. It's hard to you can't really compare this book with something maybe somebody like that's done, because they've been doing it for so long. Theirs are a lot darker and more deep, maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think it's not fluff, but it's not as serious, yeah, as some of the ones you could read if you were really into the alternate history and that kind of thing. So,
would you recommend this book to students?
I'd recommend it to anybody that likes the whole governess. The society girl who loses her position and has to make her own way in the world, and she's an independent thinker, and she has to learn to support herself. And if you like a little bit of magic thrown into it, and especially if you like a little steampunk, I like some steampunk stuff. So like the whole Finishing School series with Gail Carriger, that's one of my favorites. And so all of that, if you like that kind of stuff, this is a good one to check out. But at least if you like that one, then the Gail Carriger one is also awesome.
I really like the addition of how you have the alternative history part, but then there's also the magic. Did you enjoy that, or did you think that took away from
No, I liked it. I thought there are books that are alternative history that wouldn't necessarily have that, but the whole thing with the way that the non-magical people, I guess the Muggles, if you want to talk Harry Potter world, but the non-magical had to develop technology to keep up kind of with the magical people. So they didn't have magic carriages. They had to make their own steam trains or steam carriages or whatever. So I like that. I thought that was good, because that's kind of good old Yankee engineering. This is kind of more almost American thinking, so a little bit. But I like that whole steampunk kind of aspect of it. So.
Yeah, it definitely added something that wouldn't have been there if it had just been the British won and we didn't, and now
Right.
there's just.
And so this was a
yeah.
little more focused, yes, on the and it's in the name, mechanics.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a little more focused on the engineering kind of aspect, a little bit of it. I'm reading another one similar to that right now. Then, like I said, the Finishing School series, which has vampires and werewolves in it. You don't really have that in here. This is,
Yeah.
you just have magical and non-magical people. So, and of course, the magical people are the aristocracy, and so, they already have everything, the money and the magic. So.
Yeah, the magic definitely, like, if it hadn't been there, to me, it wouldn't have pulled out, like, the difference between, like, the people in the slums and then the higher class that was, like, that had the magic. It wouldn't have been as distinct.
Exactly, yes, yeah. So this kind of, like I said, like the one I'm reading now is similar in that aspect to this one. But yeah, I think she did a really good job. And so, like I said, I'm looking forward to the next one, which is on order. So.
Well, thank you for discussing Rebel Mechanics with Mrs. Hanie.
Thanks for asking. Always love to.